The secret habits of mentally tough people. Mental toughness is one of the most valuable qualities a person can develop. It is not about being emotionless, acting fearless, or pretending that life never gets difficult. Instead, mental toughness is the ability to stay focused, resilient, and determined even when facing challenges, setbacks, and uncertainty. Every successful person faces obstacles. The difference is that mentally tough people have habits that help them overcome those obstacles, instead of being defeated by them. They understand that life will never be perfect, but they choose to keep moving forward, regardless of the circumstances. The good news is that mental toughness is not something people are born with. It is a skill that can be developed through daily habits and consistent practice. Let's explore the secret habits that mentally tough people use to stay strong, confident, and successful. 1. They take responsibility for their lives. Mentally tough people do not waste time blaming others for their problems. They understand that while they cannot control everything that happens, they can control how they respond. When things go wrong, they ask themselves, "What can I learn from this? What can I do differently next time?" Instead of playing the victim, they focus on solutions. This mindset gives them power, because they understand that responsibility leads to growth. People who constantly blame circumstances, luck, or other people often remain stuck. Mentally tough individuals accept responsibility and use every challenge as an opportunity to improve. 2. They embrace discomfort. Most people naturally seek comfort. They avoid difficult conversations, challenging tasks, and situations that make them uncomfortable. Mentally tough people do the opposite. They understand that growth happens outside the comfort zone. Whether it's learning a new skill, starting a business, speaking in public, or facing criticism, they willingly step into uncomfortable situations because they know those experiences make them stronger. Discomfort is not something they fear. It is something they use as a tool for personal development. 3. They control their emotions. Mental toughness does not mean suppressing emotions. Everyone experiences anger, fear, frustration, sadness, and disappointment. The difference is that mentally tough people do not allow emotions to control their decisions. When they feel angry, they pause before reacting. When they feel afraid, they act despite the fear. When they experience disappointment, they process it and continue moving forward. They understand that emotions are temporary, but poor decisions can have long-lasting consequences. 4. They focus on what they can control. One of the biggest sources of stress is worrying about things beyond our control. Mentally tough people know the difference between what they can influence and what they cannot. They do not waste energy worrying about other people's opinions, past mistakes, and exited events, economic conditions. They focus on their actions, attitude, effort, and decisions. This habit allows them to stay productive and maintain peace of mind, even during difficult times. 5. They practice self-discipline. Motivation comes and goes. Some days you feel inspired, other days you do not. Mentally tough people understand that success cannot depend on motivation alone. They rely on discipline. They show up when they feel like it. They show up when they don't feel like it. They keep working toward their goals, regardless of their mood. Discipline creates consistency, and consistency creates results. The ability to do what needs to be done, even when it is difficult, is one of the strongest signs of mental toughness. 6. They learn from failure. Most people fear failure because they see it as proof that they are not good enough. Mentally tough people see failure differently. They view failure as feedback. Every mistake teaches a lesson. Every setback provides information. Every disappointment reveals an opportunity for growth. Instead of asking, "Why did this happen to me?" they ask, "What can this teach me?" This mindset allows them to recover quickly and continue improving. 7. They maintain a positive perspective. Mental toughness is not blind optimism. It is realistic optimism. Mentally tough people acknowledge problems, but they also believe they can overcome them. They look for opportunities in difficult situations. They focus on solutions rather than complaints. They choose hope over despair. This positive perspective helps them stay motivated during challenging times and prevents negative thinking from taking control. Point 8. They set clear goals. People who lack direction often feel overwhelmed and unmotivated. Mentally tough people know exactly what they are working toward. They set clear, meaningful goals and create plans to achieve them. Having a purpose gives them motivation when challenges arise. Goals provide direction. Direction creates focus. Focus leads to progress. Even when they face obstacles, their goals remind them why they started. 9. They protect their time and energy mentally. Tough people understand that time is one of the most valuable resources in life. They are careful about where they invest their energy. They avoid unnecessary drama. They limit toxic relationships. They reduce distractions. They prioritize activities that contribute to their growth and success. Instead of trying to please everyone, they focus on what truly matters. This habit helps them maintain clarity and avoid burnout. 10. They practice gratitude. Gratitude is a powerful habit that strengthens mental resilience. Mentally tough people appreciate what they have. Instead of constantly focusing on what they lack, they recognize small victories. They celebrate progress. They appreciate supportive relationships. They acknowledge opportunities. Gratitude shifts attention away from negativity and creates a healthier mindset. Even during difficult periods, they find reasons to be thankful. 11. They keep learning. Mentally tough individuals never assume they know everything. They remain curious and committed to growth. They read books. They listen to podcasts. They seek advice from mentors. They learn from experiences. Continuous learning helps them adapt to changing circumstances and stay ahead. In life, they understand that knowledge is one of the most valuable investments they can make. 12. They build healthy routines. Success is rarely the result of a single action. It is usually the result of small habits, repeated consistently over time. Mentally tough people create routines that support their physical and mental well-being. They prioritize regular exercise quality, sleep healthy, eating personal development, flexion. These routines provide stability and help them perform at their best. Strong habits create a strong foundation for a strong mind. 13. They accept change. Change is an unavoidable part of life. Many people resist change because it creates uncertainty. Mentally tough people understand that resisting reality only creates unnecessary suffering. Instead of fighting change, they adapt to it. They remain flexible. They stay open, minded. They adjust their strategies when necessary. Their ability to adapt allows them to thrive in unpredictable situations. 14. They surround themselves with positive people. The people around us have a significant impact on our mindset and behavior. Mentally tough people carefully choose their environment. They spend time with people who encourage growth. Support their goals, provide constructive feedback, inspire positive action. They avoid individuals who constantly complain, create negativity, or discourage progress. A strong support system helps reinforce mental resilience. 15. They are comfortable being alone. Many people fear being alone because they depend on constant external validation. Mentally tough people are comfortable spending time by themselves. They use solitude to reflect, plan, learn, recharge, to understand themselves better. Being alone allows them to strengthen their self-awareness and build confidence from within. They do not need constant approval from others to feel valuable. 16. They stay calm under pressure. Pressure reveals character. When difficult situations arise, mentally tough people remain calm and focused. Instead of panicking, they analyze the situation. Instead of reacting emotionally, they think strategically. This ability to remain composed helps them make better decisions and solve problems more effectively. Calmness becomes a competitive advantage in stressful situations. 17. They believe in long-term success. Modern society often promotes instant gratification. People want quick results, fast success, and immediate rewards. Mentally tough people understand that meaningful success takes time. They are willing to work for months or years without seeing immediate results. They trust the process. They stay patient. They remain committed to their goals. Their willingness to think long-term gives them an advantage over people who quit too soon. 18. They forgive themselves. Everyone makes mistakes. Mentally tough people do not spend years criticizing themselves for past failures. They acknowledge mistakes, learn from them, and move forward. Self-forgiveness is not about avoiding responsibility. It is about refusing to let past errors define future possibilities. By letting go of regret, they free themselves to focus on growth and improvement. 19. They take action despite fear. Is a natural human emotion. Even the strongest people experience fear. The difference is that mentally tough people do not wait for fear to disappear before taking action. They understand that courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is acting despite fear. Whether they are starting a new project, pursuing a dream, or facing uncertainty, they move forward even when they feel nervous. Action weakens fear and builds confidence. 20. They never give up easily. Perhaps the most important habit of mentally tough people is persistence. When challenges arise, they do not immediately quit. When plans fail,